Hello students, welcome to the digital learning session of Raval Public School. Today for class 8, we are here with another amazing topic, that is secularism. In this module, you will study what is secularism, origin of the word secularism, why is it important to separate religion from the state, what is Indian secularism, and the characteristics of Indian secularism. The word secularism was first used in 19th century by George Jacob Holydake. The word secularism is derived from the Latin word seculum, which means this present age. So, what is secularism? Before knowing what is secularism, one should know what is secular. You can say secular, which means you can say neutral plus impartial. A kind of state which observe an attitude of neutrality and impartiality towards all religions. Clear? Now, what is secularism? Secularism is the status of a society in which the state has got no official religion and people of different religions enjoy the right of following the rituals and customs of the concerned religion without violating the rights of others. You can also say they can choose not to be a part of any religion. According to the B.R. Ambedkar, all that secular state means is that this parliament shall not be competent to impose any particular religion upon the rest of the people. Why is it important to separate religion from the state? The most important aspect of secularism is its separation of religion from state power. This is important for a country to function democratically. Almost all countries of the world will have more than one religious group living in them. Within these religious groups, there will most likely be one group that is in majority. If this majority religious group has access to state power, then it could quite easily use this power and financial resources to discriminate against and persecute person of other religion. Persecute here means ill treat. Clear? Ill treat persons of other religions. So that is why it is important to separate religion from the state. Secularism history. Indian religions are known to have coexisted and evolved together for many centuries. Before the arrival of Islam in 12th century, followed by Mughals and colonial era, Ashoka about 2200 years ago, Harsha about 1400 years ago accepted and patronized different religions. You know, Akbar's tomb, as given in the figure. Akbar's tomb at Sikandra near Agra, India. Akbar's instruction for his mausoleum was that it incorporate elements from different religions, including Islam and Hinduism. A Hindu temple in Jaipur, India, merging the traditional tiered tower of Hinduism, the pyramid stupa of Buddhism, the dome of Islam. The marble sides are carved with figures of Hindu deities. Deities means a god or goddess, as well as Christian saints and Jesus Christ. What is Indian secularism? Secularism in India means equal treatment of all religions by the state. Unlike the Western concept of secularism, which envision means imagine as future possibilities of separation of religion and state, the concept of secularism in India envisions acceptance of religious laws as binding on the state and equal participation of state in different religions. According to Indian Constitution, a secular state ensures the following: that one religious community does not dominate others, that some members do not dominate other members of the same religious community, that the state does not enforce any particular religion nor take away the religious freedom of individuals. Now, some characteristics of Indian secularism. The term secular was not mentioned in the preamble of the Indian Constitution. It was, however, added in the preamble in 1976 by the 42nd Constitutional Amendment. Amendment, you can say modification. The Constitution clearly mentioned that there shall be no state religion in India. No religious instruction will be given in any educational institution wholly run by state funds. Moreover, the state will not compel any citizen to pay taxes for the promotion or maintenance of any particular religion or religious institution. Every religious community has been given the right to establish and maintain institutions for religious and charitable purposes. Every person is guaranteed the freedom of conscience. Conscience, you can say, the sense of right and wrong, and the freedom of profess, practice, and propagate his own religion. Article 29 guarantees all communities the right to preserve their distant languages, script, or culture. Article 30 provides the all minorities, whether based on religion or language, the right to establish and administer educational institution of their choice. Article 14 grants equality before the law and equal legal protection to all. Article 50 prohibits means banned discrimination on ground of religion, race, caste, sex, or place of birth. Article 16 guarantees equality of opportunity to all citizens in matters of public employment. In what way Indian secularism different from that of other democratic countries? The First Amendment of the US Constitution prohibits the legislature for making laws respecting an establishment of religion or that prohibits the free exercise of religion. What is meant by the word establishment is that the legislature cannot declare any religion as the official religion, nor can they give preference to one religion. In the USA, the separation between state and religion means that neither the state nor religion can interfere in the affairs of one another. There is one significant way in which Indian secularism differs from the dominant understanding of secularism as practiced in the United States of America. This is because, unlike the strict separation between religion and the state in American secularism, in Indian secularism, the state can intervene in religious affairs. Indian constitution intervene in Hindu religious practices in order to abolish untouchability. In Indian secularism, though the state is not strictly separate from religion, it does maintain a principal distance in relation to religion. This means that any interference in religion by the state has to be based on idols laid out in the constitution. These idols serve as the standard through which we can judge whether the state is or is not behaving according to secular principles. In the end, I would like to say, in simple conclusion, that India is a secular state and tries to prevent domination of one community by other in various ways. The fundamental rights guaranteed by the Indian Constitution are based on these principles. However, these rights are often violated. A constitutional mechanism has been provided to prevent the frequency and reoccurrence of these violations. I hope you like this video, and in the end I would like to say secularism is not only in our constitution but also in our veins. We worship Mother Nature too. We believe that world is our family. Thank you.